Halo semuanya, guten tag. Welcome to my channel, Johan Christoph, and back again to one of the most in your request content on my channel, language challenge. My friend's English teacher here. Can you introduce yourself? Maybe people didn't know yet.
Yeah, hi, I'm Orla. I'm an English teacher here in Berlin. I'm from Ireland and England, so I'm a native speaker.
Okay, both of us live in Berlin, that's why it's easy for us to like meet and make content for you guys. So if you like see Ola, you will like notice like we're doing like language challenge content, which is not as English teacher you will react our politicians speak English to politicians speak English. The first, can you try and pronounce her name?
Megawati Soekarnoputri.
Megawati Soekarnoputri, and can you like read what it's like Megawati is?
Yeah, she's an Indonesian politician who served as the 5th president of Indonesia from 2001 to 2004. She previously served as the 8th vice president from 1999 to 2001. Wow, so she's already been president.
Yeah, and for the you all will compare her English to our current president. Joko
Widodo.
Joko Widodo, and can you read?
He's popularly known as JOKOWI.
JOKOWI,
is an Indonesian politician and businessman who is the 7th and current president of Indonesia. A member of the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, he was the country's first president to not have emerged from the country's political or military elite. Wow. And he previously served as governor of Jakarta and mayor of Surakarta.
Yeah, Surakarta as well. And like both of them the same like member of the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle. Like both of them the same party. Yeah. And then your job is pretty simple. You will like hear and then sound like speak English. As an English teacher you can say whatever you want about them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The first, Megawati.
Research of unilateralism in international affairs has hunted aside the established democratic ways of resolving disputes between and among nations. The conflict in the Middle East and the unending war in Iraq continue to destabilize the global landscape. The still unresolved nuclear issue on the Korean Peninsula, as well as the continuing vulnerability of the East Asian economy, have become a source of our distress. As a security community, we will raise the level of our cooperation in political and security matters so that we can take full responsibility for addressing all threats to our regional security. We must also be at forefront in the fight against the most inhuman of multinational crimes, international terrorism. We gladly note that a member of the Asian family, Myanmar, has added its voice to the cause of promoting democracy. We do encourage Myanmar to take every action that will add substance to the expression of its democratic aspirations.
Wow, her vocabulary is really good.
Ah, okay.
It's interesting, she speaks in a very calm way. It's a little bit monotone, and I don't know, it's hard to say if this is a characteristic of her and her speaking, or if it's something she does in English. But you can hear it's all quite one note, it's the same tone throughout, and the same, her voice moves very softly but in the same way. Whereas often with politicians you hear quite a lot of emphasis or strength on certain words to really push this idea of strong speaking. And to push the meaning across.
The meaning of the,
which she doesn't have, but her pronunciation is really clear, her English is very clear. Some of her vowel sounds are a little bit different from how we would naturally say them. Peninsula, she says peninsula. So you hear a little bit of a difference on these, but it doesn't affect the understanding. You can just hear the influence of the accent.
You understand the what she like say, but like you also like notice like that's mispronounced, but like it's not a big deal. Because like you understand all the words, like what the meaning of the ideas that she like saying about on this forum.
Exactly.
And yeah, the next also like, because like both of these video it's like from international forum, so like the same concept, so it's easy to like compare.
Yeah.
And now you will like also like hear like our president, current president also speak English, Joko Widodo.
But seriously, our friends in Singapore know us so well that whoever will lead Indonesia will be focused on turning this magnificent country into the powerhouse and giant of Asia. So everything will be fine. No need to worry. Your investment in Indonesia will continue to be safe, and also the continuity of Nusantara capital cities development. A world-class smart city surrounded by nature, green city with 65% forests, first carbon neutral city in Indonesia, which has world-class education and health facilities. Nusantara will be comfortable city to live in and to do business. I know housing prices here have risen very high.
Well, in Berlin as well.
Maybe living in Nusantara can become an option.
Yeah.
This is interesting actually, because you can hear a lot more separation in the words that he's saying.
Yeah.
So it's almost like there's a pause before every word or every phrase, which often people learning English do this because they're really concentrating on the pronunciation, on how to say the words. There were also one or two very small grammar mistakes in this, where there were just words missed out. So for example, it will become a comfortable place to live in and to do business. He's missing to do business in at the end of that.
Okay.
Which,
maybe like he like forgot, because like already like read, but like he just forgot like to say, but like
of course we always, and we make these mistakes all the time in spoken English. I make mistakes even as a native speaker, because you're concentrating on other things, and so I'm sure it's something like that. But it's interesting to hear the difference, and if you compare the two of them, both have great vocabulary, both are using really nice phrases and specific words, but you can hear that Megawati is much more, she sounds much more fluent, which when we talk about fluency in this way, we don't mean that they know all of the words, they are really high level. We mean in terms of not having a break between the words, flowing together. You can hear, so Megawati's fluency is much higher. She has a really clear overall tone throughout the sentence, whereas Jokowi is more separate in each word, and you have to concentrate just a little bit harder. It's not a huge difference, but you have to concentrate a little bit harder to connect those thoughts and the words together to get that overall meaning.
Yeah, and also like both of them have the same concept, because like they read, like Megawati and Jokowi, they read like what they supposed to be read. So I'm thinking also like it's like a best way to like compare like this in the English, because like the same like in international forum, and then the second also like the same like the way they like pronounce, but the way they speak English, which is like they read what they supposed to read. And can I ask you like something from this from this video, you will think like Megawati have like the more fluently?
I would say so. It's a little bit difficult to tell in this context, because of course when you're reading there are a lot of other things going on, and it can depend on how much you've practiced your speech, or even if I am reading something that I've never read before in English aloud, I'm going to make mistakes in that. I'm going to have maybe slower speech or different emphasis. So there are lots of other things going on, and maybe in other contexts it would be different, but I think in this with these 2 videos, Megawati
seems like more fluent
yeah.
in English. And then like, do you think like as a like president you must know English, or like you must have like the, you know, the high level of English?
I think it's definitely really helpful. It's not, I think, not the most important thing. Obviously, if you're, particularly if you're president of a country where English is not the native language, or a widely spoken language. Of course, if you're the Prime Minister of England or the President of Ireland,
you must,
it's important for you to have a high level of English. But I think for Indonesia, it's definitely helpful for international communication and for building relationships. But I don't think it's essential. And I think there are also, even if you have a basic grasp of English for the kind of relevant meetings and the things and to understand, I think a lot of the time that's the most important thing, and you can always work with high-level translators.
It's always like always like there to like help you.
And support the learning.
I will say also as Indonesian, also like the especially a president must know about like English, not like for the high level, but at least like understand like and communication with English, because like as I say before, have like really high level like translator, so they can also like translate you in like really like so much languages. But like as a president, at least you must like know English, not like the high level, at least like you understand and can communicate.
Absolutely.
In English. And thank you so much for making video with me. It's so much fun and interesting to see you as an English teacher react to our president speak English. And thank you so much guys for your request to this content, and I hope you like and enjoy our video today. And if you like, you can follow us on Instagram, send DM on Instagram what kind of like video you guys do seeing us make together on this channel. Just DM us on Instagram, or you can comment below guys. Thank you so much for watching our video. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos, and I hope you have a great day and see you in the next video. Ciao!